that the defense team is claiming now as part of their motion for a mistrial with prejudice. So that would remove all charges and double jeopardy would apply. They could not bring new charges against Kyle if this is upheld. But the prosecutors in this case withheld exculpatory video evidence from the defense team. I can tell you that Human Events Daily first learned of this situation all the way back on Saturday morning. Remember, this program has been talking about that video and the situation regarding that video for days now. Now we can confirm and officially release, because the motion is out, that this is all about the fact that those prosecutors, Binger and Lunchbox, did not provide the original video evidence to them. What happened? Well, essentially, they sent a standard definition, a low quality version of that drone footage to Kyle's defense team. But to the prosecutors, they had kept the high definition, original quality version of it for themselves. And they actually admitted it at the trial. Catch this exchange. It's very, very short, so I want to make sure you hear this, because they actually admitted it when the judge sat down and they brought up the 4K TV and they talked about there being two separate versions of the files. One that they had that was better and clearer than the one the defense had. Take a listen.
This is the same quality as our version, is it?
Yeah. Our version is much clearer.
Yeah.
We'll have to get our...
So go in and watch these videos. Watch the first video, standard definition. This was the one that was given to the defense. And then watch the HD video that the defense didn't even find out about until Friday, the last day of evidence. The trial ended, you couldn't add more evidence. Then Saturday, Binger sends over the new file to the defense team. This is a huge issue because withholding evidence means that you deliberately tainted the trial. This is a huge issue. This is absolutely prosecutorial misconduct, and quite frankly, it doesn't matter. From a legal perspective, from the matter of law, it does not matter if this was inadvertent or deliberate. It does not matter. Kyle Rittenhouse's team was not able to answer. You notice they weren't really, they didn't really have a strong answer to that doctored image, that tampered image that we were talking about. Why is that? Well, it's because they didn't know about it. They didn't know any of this was going to come up until they were actually at the trial, because on their version of it, they couldn't see it because they were only given the low quality version. Now, I tweeted last night, by the way, some information I got. It was scuttlebutt. There's federal agents, of course, throughout Kenosha right now, that the jurors are worried about threats to them, threats to their lives, threats to their families. We've already seen threats to the judge. And you know that the mainstream media will work to dox every single one of those jurors for the mob, for the benefit of the mob and stochastic violence, if an acquittal is found. This is the country that we live in now. Do you want to live in this country? Do you want to live in a country where the mob rules? Do you want to live in a country where the mob wins? That's not the United States of America. That's not the country I want to live in. That's not the country that I want my children to be raised in. I don't want my boys to ever be put in the same situation that Kyle Rittenhouse is because of the mob and the government and the state that completely failed him.
This is Charlie Kirk, founder and CEO of Turning Point USA. If you liked this video, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Turning Point USA.